Do you, mate? Little children's lives being ruined. Find it funny, do ya? Hey? Find it funny that little children's lives are being ruined by your silly two-witness rule? Hey? When a little child comes to you crying that have been molested by a fellow Jehovah's Witness, we ask that you don't sit them down in front of the guy who's molested them and ask them what colour knickers they had on. How did they feel when they were being molested? No! Phone the police, phone social services. Stop ruining little children's lives. These little Jehovah's Witness children. And don't let child molesters out amongst the community. Yeah, phone the police. You never phone the police when child molesting's going on, do you? Nah, here, let me smile. Yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses regularly cover up child molesting. Yeah, regularly. When a little child comes crying to Jehovah's Witnesses that have been molested, they sit them down in front of the guy who's molested them. Then they ask them all these horrible questions. You know, what did it feel like when you were molested by a fellow Jehovah's Witness? And at the end they ask, where's your two witnesses? And if you haven't got two witnesses, they say you got to go away and forget about it. Yeah, you got to cover it up because, brother, there's more money going out than there is coming in. Yeah, because they're paying for all these child molesting cases. You got nothing to say. You want to defend it? Eh? Defend it. Come on. Oh, look, even a day off. He says he's not disfellowshipped anybody, this fella. Is he telling the truth? He's never sat on a judicial meeting where little people have been disfellowshipped. Is that right? You've never disfellowshipped anybody, never sat little kids down and asked them, hey, who've been molested, how many allegations of child molesting you covered up, eh? How many allegations of child molesting have you covered up? Your organisation, I know it, I've studied your organisation, I was one for 30 years. I know all about how you cover up all this child molesting.
Do you want to talk sensibly?
Yeah, I'm more than happy to.
Yeah, okay. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
We've got cases
Yes.
in the congregation
Yes.
of people with even questionable past,
Yes.
right? They won't even be used. They're not used even to handle the microphones. They're not used to handle prayers. They can't take any responsibility at all. And I'm talking about.
But do you warn the parents? Well, do you warn the parents?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Well, not all over you don't know.
Yes.
It's strict policy. I've seen you shepherding the flock of God, but I've seen your policies and your rules.
That's
That you phone up the legal department. That's your first stop. Legal department, so as Watchtower Bible and Tract Society can cover themselves.
No.
Yes.
No, so that we do things within the law.
So you don't report it to the police unless there's two witnesses.
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
I've seen it. I've seen it myself.
We do.
Do you?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
I see it on the internet the other day. A convicted child molester out in the service. You let them go out in the service. You might stop them doing things in the Kingdom Hall. You don't stop them going from door to door, do you? Talking to other people.
You say convicted.
Yeah.
Do you want to give me some details?
Well, people who've been convicted in the past of child molesting.
Who, when, what?
Well, there's a fella on YouTube. Go on YouTube and ask Jehovah's Witnesses and child molesting. You'll see a fella. They caught him on the service. He is convicted for having raped a 9-year-old little girl. And he was a Jehovah's Witness going from door to door, trying to find out which children were left home by themselves.
Well, you give me details and I'll make sure it's dealt with.
I know, Roger Bishop, I know that Greg Dugard, didn't you, Dover,
Yeah,
when a child molester was following little children into the toilets in Dover and tried to molest a lady's little children, the elders sent out elders to her to tell her not to tell anybody, and that if she goes spreading rumours that this fella tried to molest her children, they would throw her out and excommunicate her, cut her off from everybody.
I don't believe
That's
it.
what you do.
I don't believe it.
You go and ask her then.
I don't believe it.
Go and ask Greg Dugard. You go and ask him. You know him.
Yeah, I do.
You ask Cliff Dugard in there. He knows all about the child molesters. Have gone all through Dover. You've got one in here, haven't you? You've got a convicted child molester in this congregation, haven't you?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of?
No, I don't.
Are you an elder?
Yeah.
A serving elder, and you don't know that there's a convicted child molester in this hall?
No.
Well, you're lying then.
I'm not
Or unless you're misinformed.
No.
Well, they're keeping it secret from you then, aren't they?
I don't know.
Yeah. I'll tell you the story. This fella went into a congregation. The elders knew that he was a child molester, and they stood by and let him marry a young girl with 2 children, all by herself. The elders stood by and let her marry this fella, only later on to find that he went on and molested her children. That's what Jehovah's Witnesses are doing.
Listen, Derek. There's no point in standing there shouting.
I'm telling these people at the bus stop, mate. I'm telling, oh, you people aren't interested. They're interested. You want to know where the child molesters are and where they're lurking, don't you? How can we protect our little children if we don't know about it? Jehovah's Witnesses ought to be vetted, like school teachers and dinner ladies. We want them CBI checked or whatever, so that when people knock on our door, we know that they're not child molesters. We just want them vetted like school teachers and dinner ladies, to know that they're safe to knock on our door and find out when our children are alone by themselves. It's wrong. Child molesting's wrong. Phone the police. Don't take my word. Google it. Google it. He's bound to tell you that there's no child molesting, they worship God. Google it. You'll see what's going on all around the world. The Australian Royal Commission, they found over 1,000. In Australia, over a period of about 30 years, they found over 1,000 cases of child molesters, and they didn't report one of them to the police. Not one of them. They send out known child molesters to talk to our children. We're fed up with it. How do you feel, mate, about Jehovah's Witnesses covering up all this child molesting? Have you anything to say about it? Are you happy that Jehovah's Witnesses cover up child molesting? Would you like to defend it from the Bible? Eh? Come and defend it. Jesus would have gone to the police. Jesus wouldn't stand by and let little children's lives be ruined by child molesters. No, he wouldn't. Jesus loved little children. Jehovah's Witnesses are covering up child molesting. Yeah.